Still, having to work on a weekend, I really feel for you. And you're staying at such a nice hotel, too. What a waste. Oh, listen to this. I went on a trip to Kanazawa the other day and I ran into Toma there.
My name is Toma Otogi. I'm 28 and work for the merchant support team of a foreign company that provides cloud services for opening online stores. Basically, my job is to support our service's member stores. Today, I'm on a rare business trip. Alright, work is done. Now it's time for some fun. That's right, the reason I paid the difference to stay at this specific hotel for my business trip is the onsen. An onsen isn't just a bath, it's a mystery created by the earth over a long time. The moment you soak in it, it tells you this is where life returns. The comfort is practically a legal high. The water at this hotel is an amber-colored bath, infused with the nutrients of plants and trees over many years. I can't believe I got to come here on a business trip. Alright, I want to head straight to the onsen, but I'm pretty hungry. I'll grab a bite to eat first.
Huh? No way! Is that you, Toma? It's been a while.
I couldn't help but gasp at the voice from behind me. The last time I heard it was over 5 years ago. When I turned around, the worst person I could have possibly imagined was standing there. It's been a while, Kurumi. I never thought I'd see you here.
Same here.
Her name is Kurumi Yanase. She was my classmate in elementary and middle school, and my girlfriend back in college.
Here, Toma. This is your birthday present. Go on, open it.
Whoa, this pendant. Isn't this from a really nice brand? Are you sure?
Of course, I bought it for you, Toma. Besides, my boyfriend needs to be a little stylish, you know?
I'll do my best. We were classmates in elementary and middle school, and we reunited in college. As we reminisced, we naturally started dating. You never imagine it from our relationship now, but Kurumi and I used to be a really great couple. That is, until that day. Huh? What did you just say?
I said I can't be with a guy who earns less than me. Let's end things here, okay?
What do you mean? I thought we were dating because we liked each other.
Yeah, it's true I liked you, Toma. But then I started thinking I could probably do better, you know? A guy with more money and better looks. You should remember this for the future. Girls are pretty realistic.
The moment she got a job offer from a major corporation, she broke up with me.
Oh, right. You're going to some obscure foreign company, right? Well, I'm definitely doing better than you.
I could barely hear her words anymore.
Also, I seriously can't stand it when an ex holds on to me so pathetically. So just sell or throw away the presents, okay? So let's just say we'll both do our best from now on. Bye-bye!
With those parting words, Kurumi left as if nothing had ever happened between us. That was our last memory together, and now she'd invited me, and I reluctantly come to the hotel's dining hall. I never thought you'd invite me to dinner. We're not exactly on friendly terms, are we?
Well, maybe not. But it's been over 5 years. Let's just let bygones be bygones.
You're not the one who gets to say that.
You're right. But isn't it sad for classmates to be on bad terms forever? And you came with me, Toma. So just keep me company until my friend gets back.
Apparently, she was on a trip with a friend, but her friend had an emergency and wouldn't be back for a few hours. I can't believe she can be so brazen. I didn't want to have a meal with her, but I was a little curious to see how she might have changed over the years. And also to see if I myself had gotten over the past. But from the looks of it, I couldn't expect any change from her.
Still, having to work on a weekend, I really feel for you. And you're staying at such a nice hotel, too. What a waste.
And just as I expected, she hadn't changed one bit. You, on the other hand, seem to be enjoying your trip.
Well, yeah. Us elites can afford to travel in style.
I see. I have work to do. I'm just gonna enjoy the onsen and go to bed.
Working at some no-name foreign company must be tough. Thanks to you, I had a good way to kill some time. Good luck with work. Tomorrow we planning on hanging out with a group of guys we met here.
Is that so? Have fun. I didn't want to stay in this unpleasant space any longer, so I left quickly. But I did gain one thing. It seems she's becoming a truly insignificant person in my life. To think I used to be so hung up on her.
Yo, Toma, have you been?
Hey, Mitsuya. It's been a while. About 6 months, right? How was America?
Yeah, I really feel like I fit in better over there. The personal space and all that. Oh, but it's a shame their onsen culture is lacking compared to here. Thanks to you, I've become a total onsen maniac.
A few weeks after returning from my business trip, I got a call from my best friend, Mitsuya Kanzaki, for the first time in about 6 months. Mitsuya is a full-time author and a classmate from middle school. He lives in both Japan and America. You wouldn't guess it from his flashy playboy appearance, but he's a pretty successful author. Don't be an idiot. American hot springs are nothing to sneeze at. For example, in Colorado.
Alright, I get it. You can tell me all about it later. I called for something else today.
Something else?
Actually, Toma, have you seen the invitation for the class reunion yet?
Oh yeah, I think an invitation came in the mail yesterday.
I see. What are you planning to do? I mean, I'd be really happy if you came, but... You know, she'll probably show up given her personality. I'm talking about Kurumi Yanase, who you broke up with. It'll be awkward, so you don't have to force yourself to come.
I couldn't help but start laughing. He's often misunderstood because of his appearance, but he's a kind guy who's more sensitive to people's feelings than anyone and can see things from their perspective. Thanks for worrying. As for her, I actually ran into her the other day.
What? Seriously? Were you okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it. In fact, I'm glad we talked. It made me realize that she's long since become a part of my past.
I see, but I don't like the idea of you getting talked down to. I doubt even she would do something stupid at a class reunion, but if she says anything, I'll be sure to back you up.
Haha, thanks. I want to see everyone again after so long, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. By the way, we haven't decided on a venue yet. Do you know any good places? The planning committee can't seem to agree on anything.
A place, huh? Let's see. After thinking for a moment, an idea popped into my head. In that case, I know a great place.
Wow, I can't believe we're actually at the Fukaro. It was a filming location for a TV drama, right? I never thought we'd get to have a reunion here.
I know, right? I didn't think we could get a reservation now. It's all thanks to Toma.
Why are you so happy about it?
2 months after the invitations were sent, we were at the Fukaro, a historic onsen ryokan in Shizuoka for our class reunion. It was also the setting for a historical drama a few years ago, a traditional and historic ryokan beloved by literal giants of the Meiji era.
Oh, that felt amazing. It's been so long since I've been to such a nice onsen. My skin feels so smooth. I know, right? All my daily fatigue just melted away. The water was great, of course, but the view was insane.
After washing off the sweat of our journey in the onsen, we gathered in the ryokan's dining hall. Yeah, this has been a favorite of mine for a long time. You can feel the breeze and hear the babbling of the Kano River, making it feel like the bath itself is a part of nature.
There it is, Toma's onsen poetry. You really know your stuff, man.
With the alcohol flowing, we were in a lively mood, reminiscing about old times, but...
Oh, listen to this. I went on a trip to Kanazawa the other day and I ran into Toma there.
At Kurumi's words, Mitsuya and I couldn't help but tense up.
And get this, he was working even during the long weekend. You all know he and I used to date, right? I totally made the right choice breaking up with him.
Everyone exchanged awkward glances at Kurumi's story. The mood in the room rapidly cooled, but the cause of it all seemed completely oblivious.
I'm sure a lot of you have an account, but I work at one of Japan's leading mega banks. There's no way I'm a match for some guy with a mediocre salary working at a no-name foreign company.
Hey, Yanase. Seriously, you should knock it off.
Huh? What is it, Kanzaki? This has nothing to do with you, does it?
You're ruining the mood for everyone. Nobody wants to hear someone badmouth others at a fun class reunion. Seriously, read the room.
What's that? Are you getting cocky just because you're a little good-looking? Come to think of it, you've always been stuck to Toma's side, haven't you? Couldn't even make friends on your own.
Hey, that's enough. This was a problem between me and Kurumi. I couldn't get Mitsuya and everyone else involved, just as I was about to step in.
Kurumi, let's just stop this already. Yeah, we're at such a nice onsen. Don't you want to have more fun conversations with everyone?
Instead, two of her classmates called Kurumi out. They were originally part of her group. One of them turned around and gave me a little wink. It was as if to say, leave it to us. Those guys.
Ugh, what's with them? Did they forget the favor I did them by letting them into my group?
Yanase, you're right. I probably look like Toma's sidekick to everyone around us. It's because I didn't fit in with the others.
The truth is, Mitsuya didn't blend in with the class from the very beginning. Mitsuya transferred to her school near the end of her second year of middle school. He was from Tokyo and had a flashy appearance, so I think most of the students from our rural Saitama town were intimidated.
But Toma was the only one who talked to me without a second thought.
Hey, that stuffed animal on your bag. It's from the onsen ryokan Ochibanomiya in Kyoto, right?
Yeah. I got it on a family trip last summer. How do you know that?
So cool. Hey, how did the water feel on your skin? Was it cloudy? Did it have a strong sulfur smell?
Whoa, don't ask so many questions at once. I don't remember it that clearly.
Why not? It's not often you get to go to an onsen in the Kansai region.
Ugh, you're so loud. If you want to hear that much, just come over to my place after school. My parents are onsen geeks too. At first, I just thought you were a loud, annoying guy. But before I knew it, it started to feel comfortable. If it wasn't for Toma, I probably wouldn't have gotten along with the others, and I wouldn't be enjoying this reunion right now. So, if you say anything more bad about Toma, I'm not gonna stay quiet.
Yeah. We're against that too. Besides, laughing while bad-mouthing someone isn't something adults our age should be doing. Ugh.
Everyone.
Why is everyone getting so worked up? This was just a joke. Jeez. What a buzzkill.
Hearing Mitsuya and the others, Kurumi just sighed without a hint of remorse.
Fine. I just need to change the topic to something fun, right? Then I'll tell you all about my travels. When you have money to spare, you can travel freely on your days off. Look, this is a picture from my trip to Akita last year.
Saying that, Kurumi took out her phone and opened her photo gallery. There were many pictures of tourist spots. Akita, huh? If you go there, you have to visit the Nanayu Onsen-kyo. Just visiting the 7 inns and 7 baths can take a whole week. I recommend the Tsubaki no Yu in winter. At night, a world of only lanterns and the light from the snow unfolds, making you feel like you've time-slipped back to the Edo period.
Oh, so you've been there too? All right. Next is from my trip to Wakayama the year before last.
Wakayama, huh? I went to Shiraoka Onsen before. It's one of Japan's oldest hot springs with over 1,000 years of history. The view of the sea from the open-air bath was incredible. It's now integrated with the resort area, so it's a great place for families to visit.
I see. I'll recommend it to my parents.
This is strange. I'm just talking about the charm of the onsen I visited there, but Kurumi's face is getting more and more constrained.
Well, how about this one? This is when I went to Iceland with my boyfriend at the time.
Oh, Iceland! I've been there too. My first time at the Blue Lagoon was so moving. The contrast of the milky blue water against the black lava rocks, and seeing the northern lights from there. I honestly thought my life could have ended right there, and I would have been happy.
Why have you been there too?
For your information, the Blue Lagoon is a geothermal spa in southwestern Iceland, and it has the world's largest hot spring pool on its grounds. Why? That's obvious, because there's an onsen there.
What is with this guy?
I felt like I made my point, but I wonder if it's just my imagination that the room's temperature has dropped for a different reason. When I glanced at Mitsuya, he had a somewhat exasperated smile on his face.
But it must be nice for you, Toma. Always being able to travel on weekdays? Huh? I know, right? On weekends and holidays, it's so crowded everywhere you go, and by the time you get home, you're exhausted. It makes you wonder what the point of going out even is. Hey, what do you mean by that? Huh? I mean that Toma always avoids the crowded holidays and takes his trips on weekdays when it's quiet.
My company has a full shift system, so I make it a point to travel on weekdays. I don't want to be tired on my way back from an onsen trip. That's one of the reasons I chose my current company.
So, that day we met in Kanazawa.
Toma's always been a planner. Maybe because of that personality, he saved up over 20 million yen before he's even 30.
20 million yen? What the heck? I thought you worked for some no-name foreign company.
I was able to save up this much thanks to my current company. I get an average salary, and the housing allowance is a huge help. After that, if you steadily put your salary into savings and investments, it didn't take that long.
Whoa, not that long? The housing allowance is a big help, sure, but how much did you have to skimp and save?
When this guy was a fresh graduate with a low salary, he was living on like one slice of bread for breakfast and dinner. I tried to stop him so many times.
I don't really have any hobbies besides onsen, and I'm not that picky about food. My one dream is to build up my assets so I can live off of minimal work and spend the rest of my life quietly traveling to onsen in Japan. No, the world. Yes, this is my dream. For that, my current frugal lifestyle is no hardship at all.
Wait a minute. For someone who's saving so much, you seem to be traveling just as much as me.
That's because...
Excuse me? I am Shinomiya, the proprietress. I apologize for interrupting your meal, but I wanted to offer a word of greeting.
When the sliding door opened, a beautiful woman with lustrous jet black hair was standing there. She is Tsuyako Shinomiya, the proprietress of Fukuro. By the way, she's 32.
Everyone, thank you so much for choosing to stay with us today. Please take your time and enjoy this precious moment with your old friends. Oh, wow. She's a real okami, and she's stunningly beautiful. As expected of the proprietress of one of Japan's most exclusive and hard-to-book onsen ryokans, she has a certain aura.
Tsuyako, I'm sorry for being so demanding this time. It must have been a lot of trouble to prepare a room for this many people, and with a discount too.
What are you saying? If it's a request from Mr. Otogi, I will always be happy to prepare it for you. Wait. You and the okami? Toma! Don't tell me you know each other. Huh? What kind of connection could there be between Toma and the beautiful okami of one of Japan's most famous historic ryokans? Yes, Mr. Otogi has always been a very special guest to Fukuro.
That was right after Kurumi and I broke up. I hadn't been able to see Kurumi's true nature at all, even though we'd known each other since elementary school. Or maybe I was so lacking that I made Kurumi say those things. The more I thought about it, the more exhausted my heart became. I came to Fukuro, hoping to forget everything and relax in my beloved onsen. That was an amazing bath. It felt like I was one with the forest. Nature truly is magnificent. And the simple, wholesome food and local sake that just seeps into your body. I used to think sake and beer were for old guys, but I guess this is how everyone grows up.
Ha ha ha. You look much better than you did when you first arrived this afternoon, young man.
It seems our onsen worked its magic.
Whoa, you were there? As I was savoring the Yoshin cuisine, a kind-looking elderly couple had appeared behind me. They were Daichi Shinomiya, the owner of Fukuro, and his wife Sakura Shinomiya.
Sorry about that. I called out to you, but you didn't answer.
No, it's just that the food and sake were so delicious, I got completely lost in them.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It seemed there were no other guests that day, and before I knew it, I was telling them why I had come here.
That must have been very hard, but you mustn't blame yourself.
Yes, perhaps you made a mistake, but you loved her with all your heart, didn't you? In that case, no matter the outcome, you shouldn't deny the person you were in the past.
That's right. Besides, a kind boy like you who can feel so much pain for another person can't be a bad person. Let it all wash away here in the past.
Daichi, Sakura, thank you, I'll be back again. When I said that, the two of them exchanged slightly complicated looks. What's wrong?
Well, the thing is...
It seemed the couple was thinking of closing the ryokan. The access from the city was poor, and the region was suffering from depopulation. They had a potential successor, but they felt it would be unfair to burden them with the ryokan's situation.
Toma, what is all this?
Yes, these are my onsen buddies.
Wow, this is just what I'd expect from a ryokan you picked, Toma. The atmosphere is amazing.
Daichi, Sakura, I can't bear the thought of such a wonderful ryokan disappearing. Please take good care of them today. A few days later, I returned to Fukuro with my onsen friends. I wanted them, and Daichi and Sakura, to know once again what a wonderful ryokan this was.
Oh, Grandpa, Grandma, do you have guests?
You're...
Thanks to Toma, my grandparents have completely regained their spirits. They started working with faces like young people enjoying their youth. That's why I asked them again if I could take over the ryokan.
Tsuyako had originally wanted to inherit Fukuro, and even graduated from a prestigious university's business school. But considering the financial situation, her grandparents were against it, not wanting to tie their granddaughter down.
Toma is our benefactor, and now he's also a shareholder of Fukuro. So please consider today's arrangements as shareholder benefit.
What? Toma, you own stock in this place?
Yeah, when Tsuyako took over and incorporated the business. She told me, as someone who has been a part of this ryokan's history, I want you to have this. By the way, thanks to Tsuyako's management skills and some good fortune, like being used as a drama location, Fukuro made a complete comeback. As a 3% shareholder, I now receive dividends of about 500,000 yen every year. Now, I use the dividends from Fukuro to travel every year.
After enjoying onsen all over the country, Toma always comes back here to tell me about everything he's seen. Since I can't leave here very often, Toma's first-hand experiences are incredibly valuable for the business.
You two are practically a married couple already.
What's with this atmosphere? It's so chilly. I'm clearly the outsider here. I'm getting sleepy, so I'll be leaving first. Good night.
Kurumi stretched lightly and left with just those words. Sorry everyone, I'm gonna step out for a bit too. Kurumi.
What do you want? Did you come to rub it in?
No, I don't hold a grudge against you anymore. I've completely let the past go. Whatever you say to me from now on, I don't care. I have my own happiness now. Well, sorry for stopping you. Good night. I could hear Kurumi's weak voice from behind me, but I had nothing more to say to her, so I didn't turn back.
Why is it like I'm the only one who's still trapped in the past?
Let me tell you a little about what happened to Kurumi after that. She married a high-earning man as she hoped and quit her job, but...
How dare you cheat on me and go to another woman? You're just a lowlife with no education.
If there's one failure in my life, it's marrying a brand-obsessed woman with no charm like you.
Her pride was wounded when her husband cheated on her, and they divorced. She tried to re-enter the workforce, but her overbearing personality caused problems, and she quit soon after. The alimony she received quickly ran out, and now she's barely scraping by with temp work.
This is impossible. Why is someone as brilliant as me going through this? I was supposed to be living a life of luxury.
An elite is a person who is selected as superior. A person who looks down on others and obsesses over being elite can never be a truly superior person. Even if she had stayed at the major corporation, I doubt she could ever be called a true elite. Meanwhile, Sayako and I began dating. It's already been a year. At her request, we were now at a historic onsen ryokan in Aomori.
This view is so lovely. It's nice to visit a different onsen like this once in a while. Being here like this with you, Toma, it feels like a dream.
I gently reached out my right hand and took Tsuyako's. Tsuyako, from now on, let's go to all sorts of places and make new memories together every year.
Is that a proposal?
Yes, it is.
I see. In that case, I'd like to play chess in a hot spring in Hungary with you. I'll teach you how sometime.
By comparing ourselves to others, we often overlook the happiness that's right in front of us. But there are only a few things in life that we truly need. Finding them is surely the meaning of life.
Aw, hello, Brittany here. I love that message at the end. Comparing yourselves to others. That is such a hard thing not to do sometimes, especially in this age of influencers and we see all these lavish, luxurious things. But there are things to be happy about right in front of us. And, you know, you might not even like a lifestyle like that. I'm sure they're busy 24/7. Anyways, and I like my free time. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time.